And we're live. Jason Coburn here. Kevin Muncie, Grant.
Finlayson?
Finlayson, exactly. We're live here in Maniac. All right, guys. It's game time. Game day. Big weekend. We got all four games. Eagles are not in there, which I knew was going to happen. They're not going to be in there. All right, let's dive right in. You got the Ravens. I heard you're a Raven fan. Ravens at home. 9.5 points. Is that what they are?
9.5.
Against Houston. They've had some meetings with them in the past, certainly in the playoffs. It's game day. You guys should be there, but any given Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Well, first thing for Jenny here, we just do want to send another reminder: the Eagles are not in the playoffs.
The Eagles are not in the playoffs.
So just wanted to kind of throw that back out there again for it today.
But she is enjoying a Philly soft pretzel.
Nice Philly soft pretzel. Look, here's the thing with the Ravens. Can Lamar get the monkey off his back? It really just comes down to that at this point now. They are clearly the better team. If this was a game in October, we wouldn't be talking about this game right now. C.J. Stroud is a fantastic story. They don't have the weapons to keep up with the Ravens, but can the pressure of the moment impact the Ravens? If it does not, I think the Ravens win easily. I think the longer this stays close and the more the crowd gets out of the game, the more problems the Ravens could have potentially down the line. You want to avoid any sort of kind of special teams hiccup, any sort of kind of big play that can kind of change the momentum. But if things go according to chalk and the Ravens don't do anything outside of their element and kind of stay true to themselves, they should win this game easily.
Do you think?
Big if.
Big if. Do you agree with him?
Yeah, I think the Ravens are the better team on the field. With Lamar staying in the pocket a little bit more, staying upright, keeping them on two good sticks, that'd be good. Yeah, they've shown that they're tough to beat, and that defense is really tough to beat. But you can't count out C.J. Stroud, though. You just never know.
I mean, C.J. Stroud and D'Amico Ryans, right? Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback in the playoffs against John Harbaugh, right? Lamar Jackson. Now, of course, Harbaugh's done it. He's been there. But Lamar's got something to prove, right? He's got to prove. He's got to get over the hump, right? What do you think?
Absolutely, I agree with you. I think with Harbaugh, the most experienced coach left in the playoffs, I think this is the year that Lamar Jackson's going to come through. C.J. Stroud, he really impressed me last week, and I would not be surprised if he came through again with another heroic performance. But my gut is that with Harbaugh, steady hand on the tiller, I think Jackson's going to get the monkey off the back.
What was that? A steady hand on the tiller, huh?
Yeah.
I like that.
But you know the thing about fairy tales?
They come true?
They're fictional.
Oh, okay. Snow White here. All right, so let's go to tonight's game. So once we think Baltimore is going to win, then we have the night game, and of course, prime time Saturday night. Right? Is that right? It's Green Bay at San Francisco.
Still Saturday.
Still Saturday. What do you think? I mean, do you think they can get it done? Do you think Jordan Love can go in there with what they did to Dallas, but do it to San Francisco, the number one seed, the team that should be there?
I was very impressed with Jordan Love last week. They really embarrassed the Cowboys. Went into Dallas and just destroyed them. And Love sort of thrown off the back foot. You know, a little bit of it, sort of reminiscent of the great Packers quarterbacks of the past. Really came through. But I would be surprised if they're able to replicate that in San Francisco. The 49ers have so many weapons. They did it last year. Their quarterback, their weakest link on paper is their quarterback Purdy, the 7th round draft pick. But he has come through. Other than the stumble with the Ravens when he had a blip, he's also been very steady, very consistent. I think the smart money's on the 49ers.
So what does LaFleur do then? How do you stop McCaffrey? How do you stop that offense?
Yeah, they're gonna have to give up something, right? So they're gonna have to give up some of those underneath routes and sell out on the run to keep him, and then hope that Debo and Ayuk don't go over the top on him. So I think they're gonna have to get close to the line and keep him there, and to give up the little intermediate throws over the top.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Look, I recognize the Niners are a throwback. What have we talked about all week? C.J. Stroud, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patty Mahomes. This is a quarterback-driven league. I think Brock Purdy's the second best quarterback in that game. So this is truly a quarterback league. Why wouldn't the better quarterback win the game tonight?
Absolutely.
So I know it's an outlier pick, but I'm just saying.
But I do think there's also something to prove. I think after last year, San Francisco's got something to prove. Couldn't get it done given the injuries to Philadelphia. Now they're the 1 seed. They have the team. They have a full year now. McCaffrey, assuming he's healthy. I think McCaffrey also, in many ways, is arguably the MVP. Quite frankly, even more so than Brock Purdy. And I think that at home, in this environment, I think Shanahan, and I think that they get it done. I think that Jordan Love's fantastic. Green Bay is playing tremendous football, and I think LaFleur is going to have a game plan. I think it's going to be hard to win on the road in this game. I just think Shanahan's going to have him ready to go, and Lynch, he's got the right guys. I think this is San Francisco's time to come out of the NFC. All right, switching gears. Sunday games. All right, we got the 3 o'clock. Which one's 3 o'clock game?
Lions.
The Lions. And this, I should know this, right? Probably, right? I should know that it's the Lions, right? And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay, I mean, listen, no one expected this. Here comes Mayfield. Eagles out. Here they are. The defense, Bulls, they got it going. I mean, this team, there's a little vibe here. But Detroit, I mean, maybe they're a team of destiny. What do you think?
Yeah, laughing stock no more, right? Got that monkey off their back getting the playoff win last week. But can they replicate that? Can they take that forward? Or are they satisfied with getting one and going out? I don't think they are. But they've got to watch that defense, right? That offensive line that's been good all year has to hold up against that defensive front that gave the Eagles a lot of trouble last week. If they can do that and they keep Goff safe, Goff's gonna make a mistake somewhere along the line. They have to survive that. But then they just have to make sure they continue to score and put the pressure on that Tampa Bay offense to score, and hope that the defense, that secondary, is going to give up a big play too, but hopefully they can outscore the Buccaneers. And I just don't think that Tampa Bay can hang with Detroit in a shootout, and I think it's going to be a shootout. So I think Detroit's in pretty good shape,
especially at home. In that there's no environment, no issues, no cold weather, which I'm sure we may see in Buffalo on Sunday night. Grant, do you think Mahomes can go in there and get the job done? I mean, he's proven it, but he's proven it at home. This time, the tables are turned now. We're in Orchard Park.
To me, this game is the most interesting of the games this weekend. Mahomes has been so incredibly impressive throughout his career in the past, in the postseason in particular. It's very hard to bet against Mahomes, such a proven commodity. As you say, doing it on the road is a new twist. So that's why it's going to be so interesting. The other thing that makes it interesting is that Josh Allen has been on such a crescendo. The combination of the run, the pass, has been very impressive. So I think this is going to be the most competitive and the most interesting games. To me, bottom line is it's really hard to bet against Mahomes in the playoffs, given the consistency, coming through in the clutch. I think it's going to come down to some big plays toward the end of the game, and I think Mahomes is the guy who's going to pull it off. It
could, and as we wrap here, I mean, the one thing you saw Tyler Bass not quite as consistent. He looked shaky, and Butker. The kicking game. That's why, of course, Baltimore with Tucker is ultimately the team that's got the best kicking game. But all right, so we think bottom line, who goes to Super Bowl?
I think it's going to be the 49ers coming out of the National. I think it's going to be the most interesting game would be the Ravens and the Chiefs in the divisional. I as much as I admire Mahomes, I think winning twice on the road is going to be tough. So I think it's going to be the favored 49ers against the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
I've got the Packers beating the Niners today, so they're going to have Detroit's going to host a NFC Championship game next week after they beat the Bucks. So I got the Lions making it to the Super Bowl.
And they win it. They get it done.
They are gonna unfortunately lose the AFC champion Bills that come out of the AFC.
I'm going to go with the Ravens over the Lions. I think the Lions are a team of destiny. They get the NFC South champion at home in the second week of the playoffs. It doesn't get any better than that.
That's an awful lot of confidence, having eked out by 1 point at home in the first round.
Yeah, but I thought the Rams were my sneaky pick to actually make the Super Bowl. I thought if they got out of it last week, they could have gone really far. They knew what they were doing. They won it all 2 years ago, but they didn't, obviously. But the Lions will roll the Bucks, and then I do think they're also going to play a home game next week as well. So
I said the only team that could beat Baltimore is Buffalo if they got there, and Buffalo is going to face Baltimore, but they're not going to beat them because Harbaugh will get it done. They will win. Allen will make some mistake because he'll try too hard, and Lamar, they're just smooth enough, and they're the most well-rounded team. I think Baltimore wins the AFC. I think San Francisco, as mentioned, will come out of the NFC. Even though I do think Detroit is such a great story, and I am pulling for Detroit. I think Baltimore and San Francisco. I think San Francisco's going to have a great shot at it, but I think Baltimore's proven they're the best team, and at this point, it's hard to go against them. I don't go against Harbaugh, so Baltimore's going to win the Super Bowl.
You're the Harbaugh.
All right, gents, we're gonna wrap it here. All right, Grant, Kevin,
Great show, gentlemen.
Jason, I'm
Thank
Zach.
you.
Thanks for
Thanks,
watching.
guys.
See you soon.